Hi, this is Dawn at Dawn's Astrological Vision. Stand by for Aquarius Sun Sign and Rising September 2015 General Forecast. Welcome back, Aquarius. Your ruler, Uranus, is still in the sign of Aries and retrograde until the 25th of December. Mars in Leo trines Uranus in Aries on the 8th. This is affecting your 7th house and your 3rd house. If you feel in need of a change, now is the time to make decisions that are daring, inventive, and constructive. New and unexpected occurrences and changes are certainly happening in your environment, and if you build up nervous tension, it can best be expended by going into a different environment, meeting new people, or looking up the most stimulating of your old friends. Mars is in your 7th house of partnerships, contracts, your ability to cooperate with other people, and the kinds of partners you seek. Mars will be in this house until the 24th. This trine with Uranus can bring about a dynamic action involving new concepts or techniques. You are equipped with sufficient willpower and plans can be carried out easily. Success may come swiftly due to a sudden burst of purposeful action. This also involves your house of siblings, neighbors, short distance travel, and communication related activities, since Uranus is in your 3rd house. Mars has been in your 7th house, Aquarius, and sometimes can indicate an assertive, demanding mate or struggling to make marriage last. You could possibly find others who can push or pull you to success or to achieve your goals. Uranus trine Mars indicates being at the right place at the right time, moving with the right direction, and benefiting from others' knowledge or technical skills. The Sun is in your 8th house until the 23rd. Excuse me. Over the next 3 weeks, there can be personal involvement in business, joint finances, corporate affairs, and financial speculations. You may become more involved in making financial provisions for children and their education, or in business activities related to art, music, or entertainment. On the 5th, the Sun trines Pluto in your 12th house, Aquarius. Pluto will be in your 12th house, the sign Capricorn, until 2023. Both Pluto and the 12th house function below the level of normal awareness, so it is possible to have a greater need for power and control than you are consciously aware of. Your intuition is strong and you are capable of deep meditation with this transit. Sensitivity to other people's thoughts, feelings, and motivations make it possible for you to have profound insight into human nature. With this favorable trine aspect between the Sun and Pluto, you may find yourself with an increased willpower, resourcefulness, and efforts at spiritual, mental, and physical self-improvement. You could benefit through insurance, inheritance, government funding, tax rebates, grants, or joint monies. On the 13th, there is a partial solar eclipse. It is part of a family of eclipses that are considered to be highly stressful. Because this eclipse is also in Virgo, the sign that rules over work and health, this is a time to avoid stress and surgery if possible. Make your plans now to start something new, but wait until next week to put them into action. This solar eclipse is not visible in the United States. This eclipse will be in the 8th house, and over the next 6 months, Aquarius, there could be opportunities for your partner to increase his or her resources, the settlement of a lawsuit, or dealings with estate or legacies, and investing in long-term goals. Liquidation of frozen assets may occur, or your company may be offering you an early retirement with an opportunity to cash out on your retirement fund. Saturn, your co-ruler, is going into Sagittarius, your 11th house, on the 17th until 2018. On the 25th, Saturn and Sagittarius squares Mars, which is now in the sign of Virgo, your 8th house, as of the 25th. A meeting between Mars and Saturn can produce many contrary feelings, but they focus on issues pertaining to polarities such as passive-aggressive, love and hate, anger and depression, starting something new, and letting things stay exactly the same. Mars is in the 8th house and squares Saturn in your 11th house. Under this transit, it is necessary to proceed slowly and cautiously. The more thorough and carefully you perform any task, the more chances there is that it will succeed. From the 25th until the end of the month, avoid being too concerned with the status quo within groups and organizations. Saturn co-rules the 11th house, and you might find yourself vacillating about which direction to take in relation to society. Be aware of feeling bitter, resentful, or hostile if suffering any type of injustice. Watch cutting off your nose to spite your face. Mercury retrogrades in the house of Libra from the 17th until October 9th. The positive aspects of the Mercury retrograde is to make use of research and go over details repeatedly until proper or right conclusion or results are reached. This is a good time for going over old bills and projects. On the negative side, there could be misunderstandings and delays in writings, communications, and messages. This is not the time to sign contracts, purchase electronic devices including TVs, computers, and telephones. If possible, wait until after October 9th. Mercury in Libra is retrograding in your 9th house, and the 9th house is the house that holds what we believe and expresses the visions for the future. You may have a sense that you have lost the big picture somewhere along the line. Take some time out to revisualize where you want to be. The 9th house is also associated with the concept of faith. Your faith in yourself or in a higher being may be called into question. Lastly, Aquarius, the full moon is in the sign of Aries on the 27th. It is a larger-than-life supermoon as well as a total lunar eclipse. This eclipse will be visible over Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and parts of the eastern United States, and will have the strongest effect on one-to-one relationships or those with a birthday on that same day. This is not the best week to schedule an important event. This eclipse is in your 3rd house, Aquarius. This house governs your mentality, communications, short trips, vehicles, immediate environment, relatives, neighbors, and siblings. Communication and transportation are key issues. Life is busy with errands, contracts, and paperwork with an eclipse falling here. Your mind becomes activated even more than normally. Your lucky days of the month are the 4th, 5th, 14th, 15th, 23rd, and 24th. Thank you for returning to Dawn's Astrological Vision. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I hope you enjoyed your monthly forecast, Aquarius. Have a wonderful month, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye.